when the world doesn't make sense, and when it does make sense, still turning inward is the greatest turning that we can do. To understand the meaning of our life. Why are we here? We may think we know, but until we turn inward in this way, we may not really know. What is it that we can know? We don't have to ask why in this turning inward. We have to just turn the world off. We give up the world for this period of time. And we turn our minds to what we experience inward. It's a kind of space exploration. It's not a space that we know. We don't need a fancy rocket to get in. We just need to realize a possibility for ourselves is to do this turning inward. When we first turn inward, we may feel a little awkward, like maybe the first time you enter into a sanctuary. You open the big creaky door and you step inside. It's shadowy. In the shadows, we don't see very much. But after a while, the eyes get accustomed to the darkness, and we start to see better and better. What is it that we see? Oh, that's a good question. We want the truth. And in this interior sanctuary, we can find it. But before we are able to understand what we're finding, we have to learn how to see. It's a different way of seeing. It's not seeing optically, but intuitively with the lens of our understanding and our discernment. The mind is busy, and this inner space that we're exploring is very quiet. Initially, it's important for us to take this busy quality of mind and leave it at the door. Because if we don't, we can't properly taste the quality of quiet. In fact, it is by ingesting soaking in and fully being with this quiet that we can begin to know what is true. Therefore, leaving the noise of the world behind us, actually abandoning it outside the door, at the threshold, is essential for this work to happen. Otherwise, the quiet is disturbed, it's perturbed, and it becomes inaccessible, even if we think we've entered the sanctuary. We haven't really entered. We've just opened the door and realized that there is a way of entry. There is a way. And this way is available. It's open. It's present. It's within our reach. So we stand awkwardly, shyly, not sure at all how to be with all this, the noise of the world, the turbulence of the world still thrashing within us, and the quiet beckoning, inviting, calling us. Yes, yes, come, sit down, be at ease, be still, be silent, peaceful, comforted, unperturbed, unburden all your suffering here. Dismantle it. Take your true place in the center of your heart and know the reality of that. So strand by strand, we untie the knots of our life. We soften our thoughts till they melt and fall away. We let go our anxiety and our worry as we taste the trustworthiness of this inner space. We see this is trustworthy, worthy of our faith, our confidence. We begin to know, yes, this is okay here. Here we can sit in blessing, in truth, and let it soak into our bones so that we can be fearless. without doubt, without restlessness, without panic, refreshed. Our weariness is suddenly fallen away in the quiet of the heart. More and more, we sit down, we rest, we breathe. Oh, glorious breathing, true breath by breath. We inhale and exhale. We fill ourselves with pure energy coming from the source of energy itself, the fountain of our strength, of our inner verve, our courage, our stamina, our ability to endure and persevere, come what may. Here within Sanctuary, we regain the momentum we need to walk through this human realm with joy, compassion, more wisely, more discreetly, sensitive to what requires sensitivity, and turning away from what is harmful or dangerous to our well-being. Here in this magnanimous space, there are treasures and gifts beyond our comprehension. But little by little, as we imbibe what we can receive, as the heart opens more and more, the gifts begin to be boundless. They don't end. The love, the beauty of the heart glowing before our eyes. We feel illuminated. It's not that the darkness has gone away. It's that we are learning to see, and this seeing is through illumination from within. It is our own insight that glows and brightens the heart. The mind, heart, begins to shine with that. How can we stay in this quiet? How can we sustain it? The moment will come when we must again go back into the noise of life. How can we embody these gifts without staying inside the sanctuary? That is our work, is to learn to close the gap, to end the duality. So there is no more separation from this vast interior domain, which is fully our right, our inheritance of wisdom, of illumination, of awakeness. So we drink as much as we can, breathing in, breathing out, growing in the quiet within us, that we can then take this back into the noise and protect it. That it is always accessible to us, to guide us, to lead the way for us. That we are never blinded to what we carry within our own being. That we never forget why we are here on this earth, in this way, in this form. It doesn't last. This journey. So our work is urgently relevant to us day by day. Just that is the richest teaching and acknowledgement of how to live our precious human life and how to remember and remember to return again and again to this space exploration, so that we never are apart from the awe of the knowledge that this heart offers us. That we bow down with humility, with modesty and gratitude every day, every moment, holding ourselves grateful for this inheritance, lest we forget. May we not be overtaken by the world. May we seek the end of our suffering in a way that can truly conquer it and not be vanquished by the darkness of the world. Our mission is not to control, but to understand. Not to manage, but to surrender. Not to answer, but to ask. In this work, we must be brave and make the intention to bring what we learn into each day and truly apply it to protect ourselves and each other from what is harmful. More harmful than what happens on the outside is what goes on in the mind. How much infection is there within? This we must understand. And always reach to the depths where we can still be truly true. Reaching those depths, we find that pearl of truth that we long for. It's not a mask or a concept contrived or concocted in a mind infected with ignorance, but it is the universal truth, unshakable, incorruptible, unconditional. That will be our peace, our great blessing for ourselves, for everyone.